Alright guys, so I often get questions about my rig. It is somewhat unique because I use the Oculus Quest controllers. I don't have a HOTAS, so this is what I use for my cyclic and my collective on this particular helicopter. So I have two rigs. I have one for my helicopter rig or aircraft, and then I have one for planes. This one happens to be my helicopter. As you can see, I made collective just out of PVC piping. I just decorated it with some leather handles, PVC piping, some wood down here in the bottom. As you can see, it's very basic, but it does the job. So the way you lock in, and of course I custom made the inserts where the controllers go in. So what you got to do is you got to press your button, just like you normally would with the controllers, and then you slide it into the slot. So first you got to grab it. As you can see down, I reach down, grab it. Oh, and then before I get into that, let me tell you, because it's VR, I can actually touch things. I can flip switches, you know, I can turn my radios on, arm my weapons, tactical cannons. I can adjust my lights up here as well. You know, it's so immersive. I can hit this thing, bring that down so I can fire my rockets a little better. As you can see, it's pretty, I mean, I'm immersed, man, you know? So let's get rid of this. Get rid of that, and you know, I don't like flying with all these little things, and I don't like flying with the pilot, co-pilot. So what I've done is I've got a knee pad, number pad, and I've assigned buttons to it. So I can get rid of the controls indicator, I can get rid of the crew ROI, I can get rid of the pilot, and I can also open doors. Doors coming open. I like my doors open. And that door's coming open. As you can see, there we go. And because it's VR, I mean, I'm totally immersed, man. I don't see anything else on the outside. So, connect the cyclic, same thing, push the button, slide it into the slot, and as you can see, I've engaged the controls, and you can see it's very accurate, very accurate. And the other thing is that the flight stick goes all the way to the ground, to the floor here, so it feels just like the actual aircraft. I mean, it's so authentic. Look at that. I mean, it's amazing. All right, so let's go up, take a look, and give you an idea of what it looks like. So I grab the collective, slide it into the slot, and we fly like a normal, real helicopter. We're gonna fly over here to the coastline. There we go. So, you know, I got into the VR thing for a fitness program, and I realized, whoa, there's flight simulator stuff here too. I didn't even get into VR because of the flight simulator stuff, but I stumbled on it, and then as I got into flying, I realized, well, shit, I'm gonna need a HOTAS, and I'm gonna need this and all that. Now, I'm gonna figure out how to use these controllers. Now, there are some aircraft in DCS that do not allow you to use your controllers like this. It seems like the ones that I like, F-18, you can use it. The Huey, you can use it. The Gazelle, couldn't use it. It didn't allow me to grab the collective or the flight stick, or the cyclic rather. So, really couldn't use it. So, and I don't know why they designed them that way, or why they were designed different, but they are. So luckily, the Huey's one of my favorite helicopters, and I could actually grab things with it, and you know, with the controls, and I could actually do it. So it worked out good for me. All right, let's see if I can do some hovering over here by this yacht. Look at that water's beautiful. So again, I'm flying in VR. I've got a gaming laptop, nothing fancy. And I have, of course, I tweaked and tweaked and tweaked. So as you can see, it's pretty freaking amazing. I like checking out the apps because they got babes on it, believe it or not. And let's practice some hovering. There we go. Pretty amazing, man. All right, let's go to land on. Yeah, I know. Let's go land on this thing. But as you can see, man, it's totally immersive. And I've got the butt kicker. I got the butt kicker connected to my chair, so I can feel when doors open, I can feel the rumble of the aircraft, I can feel when other aircraft come by, I can feel when I fire weapons. It's pretty amazing. Also, because I don't have a HOLIS, I don't have the ability to have keys, or have buttons rather, on my collective. And I'm not the collective and the cyclic on the chopper. So what I've done is I've invested in these three button USB connections. So let me land this real quick. So we're just gonna hover over and move on over. And touchdown. So now that I'm on the ground. Okay, so as you can see, I purchased these 3 buttons, or these 3 button USB connections. So I've assigned them on this chopper. I have it for weapons. I forget what this one is. The bottom one on this one I have for switching back and forth from my map. See, and I have a foot switch too, so I can go to the map, and then I hit this button, and it takes me back to my pilot view. And if I had weapons loaded, I would fire him right there with that. And I just have a rubber band to the handle. All right, so let's go up. I'm gonna take off. Yeah. Tell you, VR is so immersive, man. I know there's a lot of guys that like their flat screens and curved screens and things, and it's all wonderful. It works for them. But I think, well, also the other thing is some people just can't handle the VR. I mean, they get motion sickness. My wife is one of those. She can't. It's just too much. They get motion sickness. So I can understand that. And flat screens are honestly your only other option. But if you ever have the opportunity to get into VR, man, give it a go. It is amazing. I mean, look, it feels just like a regular. I mean, like I'm actually in the thing. It's amazing. And then you add the butt kicker for effect. It's amazing. You know, and I always think of all the little things. So on this particular one, on the helicopter thing, I put the extra rail here because I like to lean over, you know, as if I'm actually leaning on the console here. All right, so I'm going to come down on this aircraft carrier. It's getting involved in some boat action I have over there, so it's a little shaky at the moment. Come down over here. Boom, there it goes. See if I can land without tearing up any of the screws. And touchdown. Hey boys, what'd it be like? And oops. Yeah, I've done that actually on the The headset is controlling, it's obviously connected, so when I land I got to take the collective out most of the time, just so it doesn't, when I turn away, sometimes the headset and the collector and the controller, they lose contact, so I kind of keep them sync. But as you can see, man, oops, little button. I can touch things, little switches, you know, it's pretty amazing. Alright. Let's go jump into my airplane setup. All right, guys, so we're in my airplane rig. As you can see, the flight stick is the same. The only thing I've changed out is my throttle apparatus. The cool thing about VR is obviously you can look around. I mean, it's like you're actually in the airplane. It is literally virtual reality. I mean, it's amazing, man. It's amazing. But not only is the view cool, you can actually touch things. You can actually flip switches. You know, I can set up my bombs. We're gonna harass this little town over here, so we're gonna drop some Mark 82s on them. So let me set that up. We're air to ground. We're loaded. I gotta load the weapon, or arm the weapon rather. So it's armed, and let's do my Mark 83s. Let's arm those. I want those to be in the nose. That's on as well. All right. So my bombs are set up. It shows that I'm ready with my 83s already. My 82s are ready. We'll start with the 82s. Air to ground. I'm armed. And I got my dill. Got my heads-up display. And not only that, but look, I can actually adjust the brightness of my heads-up display by using my controllers as a real pilot. No hotkeys that I have to worry about on the keyboard. None of that stuff. Now, obviously, because I don't have a HOTAS, I don't have the ability to assign buttons to release weapons and fire guns and things. So I had to invest in these 3-button setups here, 3-button USB setups. I have one here on the flight stick that controls my guns, and I can switch back from guns to air or air to ground. And then on my throttle, I have 3 buttons here as well. One controls the middle button, controls my airspeed, my air brake. It pulls it up. The bottom button pulls it down. I like using that because when you land on aircraft carriers, things you need to slow down right away. And I don't like fiddling with having to find the keys on my keyboard in VR. And then the top one is my weapons release. So I'll show you as I get over this town and make my way over. And of course I got the butt kicker on, so I feel the turbulence, I feel the bombs come off, I feel guns when I fire that, aircraft flies by, I can feel that. It's pretty amazing when I land. I can feel the texture, I can feel the touchdown, I can feel the wheels hit the ground, and then as I'm rolling on the pavement, on the runway, I can actually feel the terrain. It's amazing. Alright, so we're going to find us a target. Let's speed up some. And you know, again, it's dead on, man, when I set it up. Throttle, dead on. Alright, so we're going to hit something right in this area. I'm not too particular at the moment. Slow down a bit. Tank form right here. There it is. Alright, we're going to drop our weapons. Yep.
Altitude.
And let the bombs come off the aircraft so I don't crash into them. That's how I did it. Yeah, I hit it. Yep, I hit it. And of course I added the rail here to give me the sense of putting my arm. Give me a sense of putting my arm on the panel on the inside. It's pretty amazing. You know. And you know, I tell you, I didn't have it for a long time, and I just put it in a few days ago. The rail, that is, man, it makes a world of difference. I really feel like I'm in the aircraft. I mean, I can do this. It feels like I'm really in the aircraft. It's pretty amazing. So there's the damage I've done. Not a bad hit. All right, so now we're going to fire some guns. Let me show you how that works. So I hit my button. I go from ground attack to air to air, and then I've got my button here where I fire my guns. See, it's pretty amazing. If I'm gonna put my landing gear down, I mean my hook, boom. I'm gonna put hooks down. Put it up. Oops. Whoops. Come on. Here's it up. It is amazing. All right, let's go land. All right, we are approaching Batumi. There it is at my 11 o'clock. There it is right over there. We're going to start slowing down and prepare to land. I'm going to do a VFR landing because it's a beautiful day. So we're slowing down. I can feel the bucket kicker. Slowing everything down. We're going to safe our weapons. We're going to slow down. And I'm going to put out my speed breaker stick. I'm going 400 knots. I'm going to hurry this one down. Alright. That down, we're going to drop our landing gear. We're going to drop our flaps. Flaps are all the way down, landing gear's down. Might feel turbulence kicking in. make our way over. We'll land this bird. And as you can see, my controllers are pretty much right on the money. All right. And you know, VR, man, it's amazing. If you haven't tried it, you definitely have to give it a go. iRacing, you know, if you're into car racing, it's amazing. If you're into flight sims, it's amazing. I don't know how you could go back, honestly, unless you have an issue with motion sickness, like I was saying. I could definitely understand that, but the level of immersion, that's right, is incredible. And you add the butt kicker, you know, features like that, man, it's pretty right on. All right, we're gonna start speeding up a bit. Gotta land in the water here. All right, so coming a little hot still, but it's all right. It's just a game. And I got the Saytech pedals. These are pretty amazing. You really can't fly without pedals. There we go. I like it. And we're gonna come down and touchdown. I felt that with the butt kicker. Applying the brakes. Nice ride. Nice ride. That was a good flight. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you kind of got an understanding of my rig. If you have questions, by all means, send me a comment. Leave a comment. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Everything. All that helps out my channel. This year, I'm definitely trying to hit the big numbers on YouTube, TikTok, and everything. So, share my videos as much as you can. Tell people about them. Like them. Subscribe. Follow. Everything. It all helps, man. I appreciate it. And I hope that I inspired you to, you know, try using your controllers. It's not difficult. And the level of immersion is just incredible. The fact that you can actually put the flight stick all the way down to the floor, that's the key. You know, I know the Verpals and the Wind Wings and all those, they're great, but I don't know if they go all the way to the floor. And if they do, man, they're super expensive. So, you know, for, I don't know, I'll probably spend 50, 60 bucks on parts. I was able to create this thing. A little bit of ingenuity, and man, I was able to do it. So here we are. We landed, we taxied, and again, here's my flight stick. You can see how amazing that is. All right, let's see if I can pull the emergency brake. There we go. Whoops. All right, and you know, so here's my flight stick. Pretty amazing. You know, I mean, and the fact that it's down to the bottom like that, that's almost like the actual aircraft. It feels like I'm actually moving it like that, you know. And then my throttle, look at this. Oops. And we're trying to take off. You know, look at this. It's amazing. And the fact that you can touch buttons and things. All right, there you go. You can touch buttons and things. You know, you turn things on and off. You can touch your, you know, like a, okay, like a real pilot. You know, it's incredible. It's totally immersive. So again, guys, like my channel, share it, comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.